Welcome. It's a great day. It's a very great day. Welcome to another day of misunderstood conversations. Well, what's misunderstood is understood around this motherfucker.
Sometimes. I promise y'all I'm talking this week. Ain't no secret weapon to keep me.
It's understood all the time. I'm glad he talking this week. You know.
Hell
I
no.
kick it off to my right. I got my man's right here.
DJ Sensor.
And over to my left,
I just host baby.
the nigga is back, y'all.
Yeah, he noticed he didn't say it last week.
Right. My nigga is back.
Hey,
Matthew is in here today, everyone.
He's
we got
not.
T-Rail here today.
he is.
We got the man that works 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clubs a week here
Absolutely.
today. Last week we had, hey, just chill out, relax.
That nigga was under the weather.
The nigga back from early 90s, 1995, last week. We got, now we got the Palace Hype Man going on up here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Shit, the Palace Hype Man, huh?
Anyway, that's what it do. I hope everyone had a great productive weekend. What was up with yours, man?
Shit, man. Look, I ain't work as much. I had a little fun. Got to see some live entertainment. It was good.
That sound like you went to the strip club.
No.
Nah, it was different. Comedy show. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
A comedy show. I ain't going no live.
depends on your definition of live.
Yeah, it was live. It was live entertainment.
What
Hey.
about you, my nigga?
Work like always. Shout out to the staff at Fahrenheit. Them girls be working. And I swear, if you there, you understand what I'm saying when I say they be working.
I heard Fahrenheit was on Liddy.
I rolled past.
Most definitely. Shout out to Smoke Session too. That fight party was lit. What up with it? Supreme, J-Dub, Neil.
Best fight party I had. I was sitting at the crib watching that motherfucker chilling. I got a lot of rest this weekend. I can say, which I'm proud of.
Legit.
I had a lot of football going on this weekend with the kids and stuff. That was pretty much my whole weekend. But yeah, another note.
I think we got Tyrone this week. I think it's the seat. He's so laid back and chill, boy.
Hey, he wanted to sit in the quiet seat today.
He wanted to see what it's like. Look at him.
Hey, we want to give a big RIP to our big homie, man.
Most definitely. R.I.P. to Big Hen, man. He was influential to all of us in a plethora of different ways. We lost a real one. I met him when I was 11. He was a camp counselor, trying to put all that stuff, all that wisdom into our heads at that age. And he was the man he was then, that he is, or he was now, when he passed. So we lost a real one. The streets appreciate everything you did here.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Condolences out to your family and your wife.
Big Hen was a humble guy, man. I met him.
Yeah, dude was cool.
I met him when I very first got into promotions. When I started with Platinum Projects, and it was like I was a young dude at the time. You know, he was doing this thing at the doors, and it was more so one of them situations when I first met Buddy. You know, I gravitated to him because we were just sitting there, and it was just basic conversation that we would have. Because I would see him at least 3-4 times out the week, and every day was another conversation about what's going on. You know, hey, little homie, you doing this wrong, you know. And it was just one of those things, man. He just never seemed like one of those guys that, he never was that guy because he was doing security and he was working.
I ain't never seen him mad, bro.
He had to
I ain't never seen him mad, bro.
That's how he gained so much respect from everybody because everybody knew it was like, you know, I've never seen nobody disrespect him.
Nah.
I haven't either.
When you put that out there, that's what you gonna get. You get that type of. Hey, I ain't flexing on you, don't flex on me. Yeah.
And he put that positive energy out there like that.
Most definitely.
And when I saw that the other day, man, it hurt me, man. I was like, man.
Hurt all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a big one. So, man, rest in peace, big dog, man.
Rest in power, big dog.
Rest in power. You know, we know you out there. We know you.
Stay strong, Cuddy, bro.
Straight up, man. You know, that was a big one. Man, so a couple of things. Last week, and I saw a lot of posts about this too. I watched that movie Fatherhood.
Most definitely.
You know, with Kevin Hart. That was a really good movie, man.
You know, I gotta ask you.
Go ahead.
What?
You cry?
Nah, man. that shit don't make me cry.
I ain't crying either.
My thing was, and this was the only thing.
And
I saw a lot of people talking about they was crying. I'm like, what the fuck was
I
you
did
crying
too.
for?
I did too. And that's what I was trying to figure out when I was watching it. But I think the fact that everybody said that they cried, I didn't get the emotional part. I got emotional a little bit about it, but it wasn't like the emotional cry type. It was like I think because everybody said that they cried on it.
I cried.
I just didn't get nothing emotional.
What part did you cry?
Like what part made you cry?
The whole damn thing.
Yeah.
But
see,
that's my situation though. My life experience. I was connected to somebody like this, so, and I understand all the little struggles he was going through, like with trying to do to her.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I've done all that, so because I did all that, I understood. Like when you love somebody that much, and sometimes you're not even certain if you're doing the right thing, you question it because none of this shit come with a handbook. Like you don't know.
Right.
You don't know. Like I'm not a father like Ty here, but for a big chunk of my life, like the last 10 years, I was acting like a father figure. So, so a lot of stuff in there that just kind of like with the teasing or the other little kids teasing.
Yeah.
But want to go beat somebody.
He ready to go beat? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did all that.
Right.
Like I feel like this, man. Like I sat there, I watched the movie, and I watched it twice, and that's the killer part. I sat down and I watched it twice. The very first time I watched it, and then I turned around and watched it again the next day because I was trying to figure out where was all the tears coming from that everybody had in the movie. It was an awesome movie. Hands down, Kevin Hart on that. Hands down because the role he played was amazing.
He was
he was acting. Yeah,
he was acting. He got his acting chops in that movie, boy.
He did,
but he had to put his comedian friends in there too, because it was.
I mean, that's fine though.
But we all. I mean, that's like.
But that's why I was like, well, it's still. I'm saying, I thought when everybody like they was crying, so I'm thinking like it's gonna be serious. I'm like, okay, it was a joke. I'm not saying it was serious, but I'm saying like I thought it was gonna be like serious through the whole thing because I'm like they like Kevin Hart did this thing, so I'm thinking like it's something different, way different, but it's probably different on his line. But
no movie on earth that's 100% serious from the start to the end.
Bro, you can take it.
There's always something in it that was.
That's what I thought. But when people saying they was crying, so I was like,
you gotta have somebody to break the tension.
Yeah. Real was funny.
What made it, a little comical.
Real.
And at the same time, the little girl, she had some comical moments.
Yeah, she wanted to do it. Yeah, a good personality.
But even just watching it, and it kind of makes you reflect on. It makes you reflect on parenthood.
Yeah.
And at the same time, and I was explaining this because I watched it with, I watched it with some students too, and they was like, from the very beginning. That's the very beginning, and they was like, she died. Oh, okay. And so it's like at this point now you're doing this job by yourself, but you're still not by yourself. He had a supporting cast.
Right. The mom was.
He had, the mothers and everything else, but to me, his best supporting cast was his boys.
Yeah. Yeah, they was there.
What up, Kills? Yes, most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Okay, so maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's because it's the daughter aspect. When you got a little girl, it's a lot different than a little boy.
I would think that too.
I mean, because those battles,
I would think that too.
Like, you see how those conversations went when she pissed off and she walking away, and you
like,
he can't even, dude,
he like, get your ass over. Yeah.
Little girl, you be like, okay, wait, hello, you will. You say that now. I pray, my G. You get the experience.
Yeah, I think it's different with girls, bro.
What it's like to be a girl dad.
I think it's different with
your
girls.
Your mindset will be a whole lot different. You think.
Here you go.
All right.
Yeah.
It ain't the seat.
Here you go, bro.
Here you go. Finna be hardest. You know who I am? All right, cuz.
I wasn't even finna say
all
this.
Right, blood.
I ain't got what I'm saying. I got on that bullshit. I wasn't even finna say that. What I was about to say is this. Even though she threw her little tantrums or whatever, with a boy you do say, hey man, who you think you talking to? Get your ass back here. I say that to my daughter too. Who you think you talking to? Get your ass back here. Like,
you sure, bro? Like with a girl though? Little girl.
It's not the, bro, I promise you, the way those little eyes will look at you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, because that little girl start crying.
Feelings.
Yeah.
And when you realize you hurt her feelings, you're going to go,
see?
okay, wait.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. Let me revamp and retweet.
But that's like any child though. If your son look at you like that, you said some shit that you really hurt his feelings, and he look at you with some eyes, and it's like you gonna understand that you.
It is, but it's not the same. I'm telling you, it's not the same. The way you will talk to your son, like you'll be like, all right, bro, come on, head up. My bad, I tripped out. My fault. With her.
You gonna give her, you gonna hug her,
like,
you gonna grab her, hug her, yeah.
Come on, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean it. It's immediately gonna change.
So
did you see the interview?
I watched all that. So my question to you, I was gonna touch on that in a second. My question to you is, all right, how do you think you would have handled the situation where your woman had a child and she passed away at childbirth? And her mom was an asshole, just like old babe was.
Okay, she gets passed.
No pass.
I'm finna tell you why the mom gets passed.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'll say this. So for the person that almost had Lil Matthew, my mindset of who they were before they became a parent was totally different than the person they are as a parent. Because if I was to go by just that, she wasn't ready, I would have definitely been like, oh no, let me get my daughter, I'll take full custody. Let me get my son, I'll take full custody.
That was before.
But you don't know who somebody will be because of a child.
Right. They could change.
But you're the parent though. This is someone who's not the parent telling you, the parent, that you can't do this.
I'm saying though, if even as a parent, if I saw it, my parents saw it, or her parents saw it too. They see the same I see. So it's not like it's
but I think
exclusive to me.
But I still think it's kind of fucked up for her to say.
You can't do what I'm saying. You can't. I wish.
It's still, even if you can't, bro, it's still kind of fucked up for her to sit there and say, knowing this is your first child, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There's no hand.
So how you gonna sit here and tell me that you can't do it? You fucking my mental up, saying I can't do it, even if I even had some type of faith or whatever I can hold on to.
The whole thing is this: as soon as you say you can't do this, get your ass out my face.
I mean, yeah, I definitely said
all
that.
I wish a motherfucker would, bro. I wish a motherfucker would. I done had a child. If I had a child by somebody and they parent told me, and that situation happened,
you
and
right.
she happened to pass away in the moment of giving birth to my child, and her mom and the lady's mom said, "Hey, you not a good father. You're not gonna be a good father. You can't." First off, that's my blood. That's mine. You can go. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I agree, because the whole thing was that happened in bad timing.
Exactly.
It happened in bad timing.
Right.
That was the first thing. The second thing was, I already knew when he walked out the room saying, all right, I'll think about it. I knew he was coming back in 2 seconds, because I would have came back in 2 seconds and said, I thought about it. The next words out of my mouth would have been, yeah, I can go. But his own mama was on that same page with her mama.
With the lady.
That's the thing.
But she didn't come. But the mama didn't come off like the lady did.
No, she didn't come off like that because she knows her son, and it's still her son.
Yeah.
You got to remember that in all of that,
it's still a bad time. They still going through something.
They all operating in stages of grief.
Right.
All of them. So it wasn't like she was trying to be malicious. It's just that she's thinking the baby, and I just lost my daughter. I need to move quickly.
Yeah.
So it was bad timing, most definitely. But I've been in situations where it was like that.
But she didn't have no. She still had to figure out how have some type of sympathy for him though.
Yeah,
you have to.
Some empathy for him.
You have to.
Because he in that sense, he the father.
It's one
when
thing.
When you grieving, you don't think like that. You're not thinking clearly.
And I believe it's a whole nother different bond from you being a parent and then this person being a husband and wife. That husband and wife bond trumps everything, trumps any and everything in the world.
They talk everything,
so
right?
They talk, calm down.
They talk everything though.
That shit there is crazy, man.
It
but
definitely is.
You know what's crazy? So on top of that, Kevin Hart did an interview with Will Smith, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Red Table Talk.
He did a Red Table Talk with Will Smith. when I tell you phenomenal,
that shit was dope.
it was probably one. Even though Kevin Hart showed up late,
Yeah, that shit was dope.
he was on nigga time.
Yeah, he definitely was.
The whole thing was dope, and it was great because outside of them just being who they are, they got to sit down and they got to open up about real fatherhood. Out,
that's basically what it is.
Just the things that that they go through with their children, and I know that you really y'all can't really 100% relate to certain things that you go through with your children or whatever, and that's cool. But at the same time, like you can go ahead and just kind of look at things like that, and you can put in place how you would want to do things, or how you would do things at that moment. You see what I'm saying?
I think everybody should watch that though.
They said something. They were sitting there talking, and they were talking about how the children sometimes act a certain way, But the only problem is like they try to act tough and everything else, but they children don't know nothing about that other side.
Yeah, they ain't never came from the hood.
They ain't never been around that. So it's like,
you ain't never been punched in the face.
Will Smith said something real good. He said, "Now, as a parent, we've been through the fucked up parts. We've been through a lot of that shit, and so what we do is we shield our child from that because we don't ever want them to go through that.
Right.
But now with us shielding them through that,
that's to be a bad thing.
Are we actually helping them, or are we hurting them? Because now when they do go out into the world and they have to experience that, we didn't prepare them for it. And I sat there and I listened to that, and I said, you know what?
That makes sense though.
That's how I feel.
That makes sense.
I've always felt that.
And I sat there and I said, you know what?
As much as you like, I don't want to do it, but
I'm guilty of that my damn self with my son. I don't like. I let him do a lot of stuff, but it's some stuff that I try my best to kind of throw a blindfold over his face so he can't see the shit. And I know that is wrong because he's gonna have to see it eventually. And shit, nigga, we not the Jeffersons over there where I'm at.
Right.
Like, it's like we ain't. Nigga, I'm living off a BS salary. Like, come on, man. It's a salary, but it's still BS to me. But I still try to sit there and be like, look, nah. Like, you like to me, my son is like the poor little rich kid.
Right.
Nigga, you poor, but you have some rich qualities around you. Like,
right.
You got a huge ass bed. You got a nice room to yourself. All that
little stuff. Other kids that come up with that.
That was the thing. That was the thing. So
other kids that come up with that.
Kids would come over to our house, me and my ex, and they would visit and they would play. The stuff that our kids at that time, her kids rather, played with and took for granted and just left lying around. Those other kids would come in, pick it up and be like, ooh, you got this? And would play with it for hours. I remember one time specifically, Haley had every princess dress out, every Disney princess dress out at the time. Like every single one. And she never wore them. Like ever. But she had a girl sleepover one day for her birthday. I think it was like her 6th birthday. All them other kids came in and was like, ooh. And they all had a fashion show in those dresses because they had the time of their life.
Right.
They had never.
They don't got them. Yeah.
And it's the simple stuff that you don't think about.
Right.
Like, oh, well, I guess she do got a bunch. And I mean, they was like, can we do a fashion show for y'all? And just came in modeling every dress.
Right.
And was having the time.
Right.
They was turned up. They was ready.
They
was turned up on cake and ice cream and ready to go. And was ready to go. But they did their thing, and it was like watching when you watched it. Other kids come over
and they be excited about it.
Excited about the smallest stuff that people in your house take for granted. Now, like, okay, my kids are on the other side. They don't understand what hardship is.
Yeah.
Like how hard hardship can be. Like for them, they hardship bar might be set low.
Yeah, hardship.
But in reality, you know what I'm saying? This low hardship is somebody's feeling.
Yeah.
They feeling heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't think like that.
Yeah.
They don't think like that at all. Hell, I didn't think like that. Because the stuff I'm thinking about is basic necessity, or just to somebody else is like icing on the cake.
Man.
But look, how you were saying, you would say to your daughter, basically you would say the same thing to your daughter or your son. So you see the part in the interview where he was like, that basically they learned how to consider they child feelings.
Yeah, they can.
So that's basically what we was telling you, like, if you tell your daughter that, and your daughter respond with that, bro, you gonna feel some type of way.
I'm telling you, you
gonna feel some type of way. You gotta consider the kids' feelings too.
He knows this. As he goes, he can tell where Tyler's at, and he can tell what he's allowed to push his limit on. It wouldn't be the same for your daughter as it is for your son.
It probably would. You know what? I can honestly say it wouldn't, because I just thought about something. This goes back to years ago when I was dating this one female, and she had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She had a couple of daughters, and she had one son. Now, I remember her youngest daughter. This little girl could have got anything and everything out of my ass. Like,
absolutely.
See?
That's how they are.
That's what I'm saying.
One day,
that's how they
and
are.
I never forget this. This is one I would never forget this. One day we were sitting down chilling, right? And she came in the room. And she looked at me. She said, Ty. I said, what's up? She said, I love you. Well, I was like, what you need?
Right. Hey.
I was like, you want some money? What you want?
Nail so hard every time.
Hey.
Her mom was
the little
like,
girl, boy.
Her mom was like, stop. I was like, man. And that time, boy, that little girl, she got everything out of me.
That's how it is.
Man.
Bro, I'll tell you, I'll be like, the first Christmas I had with them, I think Haley was 1. Yeah, she was 1. Me and her mom had been talking since the summer. So, right before, it was July. Been talking since July that year. Haley was 1. First Christmas, bruh, there was this new dancing Mickey Mouse. He could do anything in the world. He could moonwalk. Joker could hit the spin. He could do a Michael Jackson lean, come back. I saw it in November. For real. I'm telling you. I saw it in November on Black Friday. She was like, no, don't get it. Wait. She might not be into Mickey Mouse in 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Dang, 2 weeks?
So I waited for 2 weeks. That sucker was sold out. I had to go to 7 Targets and 2 Toys R Us to find it.
Damn, he said Toys R Us.
Bro,
and that's how long ago that was, right? Right. Hey, Jeffrey been dead, man.
7 Targets and 2 Toys R Us to find it.
Jeffrey been dead, man.
I had to do what I had to do.
That's what's wrong. Kids ain't Toys R Us kids no more. They can't be. Man, they can't be Toys R Us kids no more. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But bottom line, that movie definitely did a lot. And it opened, I think, a lot of eyes to what Black fatherhood is like. Especially for kids who grow up in a single-parent household. Like, we often see
the woman side of
women being the single parent, but we don't see what it's like for single fathers, like my brother here.
Right.
He definitely does a great job as a single father. So
I mean, his mom still she does her thing. So I can never sit there and take all the credit for that.
We would never take that away. We just saying that we acknowledging you for being
a
single black father. That is hard in itself. Like being a black man is hard in itself. And then you throw on the extra responsibility that you got. That is
80% of the 80% of it.
Like I said, there is never no guide for this. You know, like every day is a learning day because there has never been the exact same day.
No,
it has never been the same day from all the little stuff that he do or whatever the case may be, whether he pissed me off or it's some stuff that's cool. It's just never the same, and it's always different. You know, even when it's time for him to eat dinner, like out the blue, hey, I want waffles for dinner. You know, you can't be that motherfucker. Nah, you can't eat no damn waffles. You can't eat no waffles for dinner. So, all right, I will get the bat out, whip you up, you know, whip you up a waffle, put it on the waffle iron, and You get you a nice big ass waffle. You want some meat with that waffle too? Shit, here you go.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it is what it is.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So we switching gears.
Salute to the fatherhood.
Salute to the fatherhood.
Man.
We finna switch gears real quick. I want to ask y'all, what is something that an ex said to you that stuck with you?
You gonna go first? I'll come back real quick.
Why is you getting up? Like, what the hell? And then you walked in front of the whole live and everything.
Why you over there? Fill this cup up, make a cup of
I don't think you can. But y'all make sure y'all participate. We definitely want to hear from y'all. Make sure you put your comments in there. Put your comments. Let us know something that your ex said that stuck with you.
Yeah.
As you see, we keep it strictly hood. We cut in front of the camera. We talk over each other.
Reposado.
Hey man, let's hear.
Reposado.
We sag, we do it all.
That nigga said sag.
We do it all.
Nah, you say.
Right.
That's just me. He was showing her. You know what? I ain't going
Hey,
there.
Crack will kill, nigga.
I ain't going there with y'all.
Hey,
Anyway,
Crack was walking around this motherfucker.
in the comments, make sure y'all let us know. Share the live if you're on. We appreciate you watching. We are asking the question, what is something your ex said to you that stuck with you?
All right, T.
And we starting with Ty, because I'm asking the question.
It's something that an ex said to me that stuck with me. I remember one time, an ex told me, and it was, honestly, it was the realest shit that she could ever have said to me. We were laying in the bed one day, and she was like, "You always come over here." She was like, "Why can't I ever come? Where you at?" You know, and
Oh, she draked you.
no, it was.
That nigga said Drake.
This is where she was getting to.
We don't never come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was down and out. You know what I'm saying? I was down and out or whatever.
Right.
And it was one of them conversations that where it was like I could always lean on her, but she was like, if the time came and I needed to lean on you, you know, like what would you be at? You know, because I feel like it's like right now at this moment I'm helping you get. I'm kind of helping you get on your shit. You know, but what happens if I fall off in the mix of this? You know, what's gonna happen? Why am I?
That's a deep question too.
You know, and so I was stuck for a minute because I didn't have an answer for it, and I was just like, God damn, you know, I'm like, you just hit me with that after I done knocked your brains out, and I done beat your brains in.
Don't mean nothing.
You know, like shit, I done left you laying down on your stomach, you know.
Just do it right.
Wipe it off your head.
Details, bro. This dude in the details, dog.
Do with anything.
But it was just like, damn, you brought that up at this moment. So I'm like, all right, cool. I thought about it. I didn't have no answer for it at the time, right? And it took me a while to actually have an answer for it. So we had stopped talking, and a couple of years had went by, and I had that. Believe it or not, that conversation has always been motivation to me because now it kind of put me in the spots where it was like, you know what? I can't lean on another chick, you know, while I'm trying to get my shit in order, because what happens if, you know, me and her is rocking really heavy and she needs me.
Right.
So, you know, every time I accomplished something different after that, that's always been the one thing that's always been going through my head every time I accomplish something. Every time I accomplish something, that's the one thing that goes through my head. And it motivated me to move forward and to keep on pushing and to do bigger and better things, man. That's one thing I can say.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That basically was a lesson you learned in that conversation.
Exactly. That's one of the good things I can say an ex said to me that has always stuck with me.
Yeah, that was deep.
What about you, sir?
Shit, mine was not as learning the lesson as his, but my shit probably was traumatizing, nigga. My shit was traumatizing, nigga. I ready to kill the whole motherfucking block, nigga.
Hey, look at this thing. What happened?
Okay. My ex texted me before, right? We having a little argument through text message. So she texted me. the stupid shit you could ever say to a grown ass man. I'm telling her like we arguing. I'm like, have a good night. You tripping? She trying to get a reaction. She got a reaction though.
He dismissed her.
She huh?
He dismissed her. Have a good night. You tripping?
Yeah, she was good. She was on one of them, and I was like, listen, we already been through this. Chill out. She like, well, I have a good night after I fuck one of your homeboys.
Kind of the fraud on that one.
That's none of my business.
So that don't make it even traumatized. That just texted that don't even make it traumatized. The traumatizing part would happen after that.
She fucked one of your partners?
No, I pulled up and it was a dude in the crib because I went over there like on a pop up to be like, hey, listen.
To knock her lights.
Don't ever text me no shit like that. Don't ever text me no shit like that. Ever in your motherfucking life.
Bruh, what? That wasn't a good idea. Hey, you should have sat your ass down and just said, you know what, you tripping. But you took your ass over there.
Yeah, and then it was a nigga over there. So that was the...
All I want to know is, did you blame him or did you blame her?
Yeah, I blame her. I don't blame no man for nothing.
All right, that's all
I don't blame a nigga. Nigga gonna be a nigga.
Right.
Nigga gonna be a nigga.
Keep it a buck, or did you blame him?
Nah, it was her.
All right.
What I do, what he do. You know, he trying to get his issue off. That's the worst thing in the world. You
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
That nigga, I know, yeah, that probably fucked up his situation. But
that nigga probably like, hey, what you got going on over
there? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now, some shit like that happen, man, I'm out. Hey, look, nigga be knocking on the door.
Out the back door?
I'm walking out the front like, hey, G, I ain't got, go ahead, man. You know, it is what it is. Shit.
Hey, man, look, I don't know I don't know, bro. That shit be taught.
So that's what she told
you? Yeah, that's what she told me.
Put your head up.
Yeah. If a woman ever tells you shit like that, just to tell you that's fucked up.
Ooh, nigga fair, she had to pick the nigga up by his face like, whoop.
Here we go again.
Hey. Hey, but it's on him there. What you mean?
Oh my God. They never let me figure anything over here. Hey, so I want to hear from my ladies that's listening.
We want to hear from you.
Me?
No, you heard from me. You heard from this brother right here. Now we want to hear from T-Red, the hottest host, Bay, Matthew. We want to hear all that good shit from both personalities. From alter ego. Because T-Rail has had something that a chick done said to him that done stuck with him, and Matthew most definitely had something that a chick said to him that done stuck with him.
I was trying to move past it. I ain't want to say that.
Well, ain't no moving past it,
All
bro.
right.
This ain't the red table. This the white couch, baby.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
Not a stain on it.
So. The only thing that an ex ever said that really stuck with me was when I was told that I was a gaslighter.
Ooh.
For those of you who don't know what a gaslighter is, that is someone who will frame a situation into a person's head to make them believe A is true when the reality is B is true. That is what I was told.
I didn't met one of them before, but
that I was a gaslighter. Fuck my head up. Because all I ever do,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Thank you. All I ever try to do is tell the truth. I don't ever hide anything.
Maybe she was the gaslighter.
We'll leave that be.
I'm saying, like, because some people try to flip shit on you.
The question behind that is, why did she say that you was a gaslighter?
Honestly, I don't know.
What you put some flames on?
She ain't explain that to you? She just said that and that was it?
There has to be some kind of explanation.
Because why? So no. If you
no.
So what makes you?
What I do know is this: person went to therapy. Said person has counseling. I'm not gonna say counsel is good or bad. I'm just gonna say they have counsel, and they are all at the same level. So it's a bunch of people giving counsel to each other that are all at the same level. It's no one above. It's no one below. It's all at the same level. It would be exactly like if I didn't have any OGs at all telling me how to live this life and what to do and how to get forward. If I'm getting counsel from people who are all at the same level, I'm getting one level of information.
So you getting people that's on the same
Exactly.
level.
So
You
basically, you getting confirmation from people who are all here at the same level, telling you something. And if you got somebody who's at a different level telling you something, it's new information. The one thing I did learn is that you don't know what you don't know.
You don't.
And no matter what, you don't. You can frame it however, and when people have an inferiority complex, it will come through. And it will show itself because if you tell them something that they don't know, they feel like you're trying to control them. And that's all.
That's everybody.
That's all. I'm not the type to be like, you're going to do it my way, this is it, blah, 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 blah. What I am the type to tell you is, this is wrong. If you don't believe that it's wrong, seek something else. Challenge everything I say. Don't believe me wholeheartedly. Challenge everything I say.
Maybe you gotta say that shit right after you say it. Bro, I know. Say that right after you say it, bro. Like, hey, hold up. Don't get twisted.
If you don't believe me, go ask somebody else. Go ask somebody that's at their level who understands. Because one thing is, if you think globally and they think nationally, you are at two different levels.
All right, so we got that long explanation, but we still don't know why she said you like.
Nigga, I just told you. The fuck am I saying? Am I not speaking English?
Oh no, you just gave me a lot of shit.
Basically, I finally gave Ty a dose of his
he was like, okay, bro, you still ain't explaining what the fuck I asked.
But
that's all I was told, is I was gaslighted.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel, I don't know. I look at her being one, for real.
Piggybacking off that gaslighter thing. So check this out.
Yeah.
Have you ever, I'm asking you this, and if you all want to chime in, that's great. So, have you all ever met someone, and after you met him, you told yourself that this motherfucker just don't sit right with my spirit. This motherfucker is a liar. This motherfucker probably is a cheater. This motherfucker this bitch just ain't right.
You feel that way about a person you just met?
Yeah,
I think it's both.
Have you ever had that situation where you just felt that way about a person that you just met? Like, say you had an open conversation with her, you just met her, or y'all just hooked up and y'all went on the first date, and you had one of these you had a nice little conversation with her, but for some reason she just didn't sit right with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Where it was one of them things where it was like, man, I ain't calling this motherfucker ever again, dog. Like, after this shit is over with,
I had
this
that
shit
before.
is over with.
I
ain't fucking with you no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a girl like that before. That shit was retarded. I don't know. Motherfuckers is weird. When you meet motherfuckers, because you know how, because we had a phone conversation same night we met, and she was like, something about, you want me to come over, don't you? And I'm like, who asked you that? You know what I'm saying? And they said, because. She said, hold on, I'm like, she's like, because I'm trying to change my life. I ain't trying to do all that no more.
She's trying to change your life.
She said she trying to change her life.
I ain't trying to do it.
The whole at first is over.
I don't know, bro. I didn't call this woman after that conversation, bro. Like, I'm like, she said, you want me to come over? That's why you calling me right now. I'm like, I said, who said that? And then I said, I'm talking to him, yeah, because I ain't trying to do that no more. I'm out of that lifestyle. So I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, this.
Sorry.
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Bro, like,
I'm sorry.
Baby, I ain't asked you no questions.
My mind
is telling me no.
Lord mercy.
Man, that shit was so crazy. I don't even remember that girl's name now. Like,
hey, what about you, T-Ray?
I don't remember her name. I was like, no good.
I'm not gonna say that. All I'm gonna say is it happened with me with a dude I met before. Not like that.
No, we know that. Come on now, man.
I think I saw you looked over.
No,
anyway,
I was looking at the phone.
A dude I met
who
was telling me what he was into, like not like into, but I mean like business wise. What he was into business wise, and how he takes this and flips it into that and flips it into that. And all I was hearing when he was talking,
he was fast talk.
No, you know when you go to Vegas, they got them dudes who got the 3 cards. And all they doing is this, shuffling it around.
Yeah.
That's all I was hearing. I was hearing one hustle take care of another hustle, doing another hustle.
Oh, yeah.
I was hearing a bunch of hustles, but I wasn't hearing anything that was stable. I was hearing a bunch of shells just moving around, and I was like, "Bruh, I heard what you're saying, but where's stability at in any of it?" Oh man, I got my foot wet, and I just start moving around, start trying to do stuff, and he was trying to fast talk me a little bit, but the thing was, I was keeping up. I listened fast, so all I was hearing, like I said, was just one card going to the other place, going to another place. So I said, okay, so when you get done with all that and paying everything, what are you left with?
Right.
All he said was, man, I'll make a profit.
Nah,
bruh.
Nah, bro. Like,
no, you don't.
No, you don't. I'll make a profit.
That's all he said. I'll make a profit. Bruh, how you make a profit if
was he trying to sell you this?
Bro, you trying to get me to buy in.
Oh yeah, I ain't buying that shit. You can't tell me no numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would I buy into anything if you ain't told me some numbers?
Y'all would be surprised the amount of people that come to me with business ideas and want me to like buy in and invest in it or endorse it, and it's like, bro, that don't make no sense. Like when I hear out a business plan, the business plans that come to me is literally something like somebody thought up in their basement. Now I'm not knocking it because a lot of great ideas started there, but they don't have any follow through. There's somebody who's telling me, oh man, I cut grass and do music and then I do her a little bit. I'm like, bro, so what are you actually building towards? I just want, I'm getting that money any way I can, but what are you building towards?
Like, what is your actual goal that you trying to do all that for?
What does all that tie in together to accomplish?
Right.
Oh man, I'm just getting money, my G. I'm trying to be wealthy.
Oh yeah, that was one of them conversations. You had to end that one like
that. Yeah.
Don't you ever in your life say shit up?
You might as well don't say nothing. You might as well don't even talk.
I see you. I'm going up. I'm gone. I'm going other way. As soon as I see you walk down the street,
it happens often. I'll slap hands with it. All right, bro. I'm finna catch y'all.
All right, I'll catch you later, man.
Here you come. Bro, where you go? I gotta go.
Yeah, man, that is crazy.
Did you have one?
I had one. I went on a date with this chick once before. We was sitting there, and it was cool because I'm sitting there, I'm drinking my Remy, we sitting there chilling, having a good time. And she just started going on about some shit that I was like, the fuck? We sitting there, and we shooting pool and all that. She was like, the stars just aligned us together. And I'm looking at her like, what? Man. She was like, I went and my horoscope reader told me I was gonna meet a guy like you today, and it was gonna be phenomenon, and it was gonna lead to this, that, children and all this other shit. Man.
Yeah, spiritual breakthroughs on there.
I don't know, but whatever she said, that Remy left my system so motherfucking
That boy
fast,
said
boy.
waist beads.
She have her waist beads on.
Man,
shit,
I don't know what. Hey man.
Hey man, don't knock that.
Hey man.
Don't knock that.
I'm trying to get fucked up and have a good time, and she's talking about the stars aligning with us and children in our future and all this other shit. Man, I'm trying to throw dark. When I tell you,
mood ring.
Hey man, I went from tipsy to motherfucking empty on quick, bro. Like, come on now.
Man, bro? Like for real, can you listen to that?
Yes.
You listen to that.
Listen to that
okay,
shit?
so bro,
do that sound fake to you though, bro?
I'm finna tell you. Look, this really happened in real life. I was at the Marquee 2 weeks ago. That's why it's funny you say that. I was at the Marquee 2 weeks ago. It was a young lady there. She's like part Cherokee or whatever, and I met her. And she was talking, bro. So that's racist. So we sitting there in the booth. We sitting there. It's not even funny. It's racist. Yeah. So we sitting there in that booth, right where the steps are, right by the bathroom, right, the men's bathroom. We sitting there in that booth, and she just puts her arm around me and was like, "You're young with gray. That means you're a messenger. You have an important message to tell people. Don't be afraid." I was like, I'm not. She said, even with your job, you're used to talking, aren't you? I said, yeah, that's my job. I talk. She was like, okay. There's going to be 1 million people to listen to you one day. Make sure you have the exact wording of what you're trying to say so people don't misconstrue your message. I'm like, Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then the last thing she said to me was, "It's gonna be some bad pussy around you. Walk away from it."
Hell, she was a pro.
Bruh, that's what I said. That's what I said.
She just got you a
I'm sorry to be vulgar, but she literally, that's what she said to me.
She gave you a prophetic word on
Bro.
the spot. What you mean?
Bruh.
And how true was she? Because I bet it was some bad pussy around you, wasn't it?
It always is.
See?
I hate you so much. I hate y'all. I hate y'all, man. That's why I don't share shit about my life, because y'all
every day.
Like weird stuff like that happens to me.
That
y'all
was
don't,
a prophetic word, and it wasn't like you was on a date with someone.
I wasn't.
Right,
but I met her.
She came up to you.
In the first 5 minutes, that's everything she said to me in the first 5 minutes.
And how much of it was true, though?
I honestly don't know how much of it is true yet. I haven't seen all of it yet.
You don't
but
think,
the parts
you don't think what
not
you
that
said,
I know.
But the parts that you saw already was true, though.
Some of it. You've had some of it.
I believe it was all true, what she told him.
Yeah, I think so, too. I didn't think it.
Straight up.
First off, we didn't think it. But
nigga, you younger than me with gray hair.
We didn't think it. But no, but what we saying?
You got some wisdom going on right there, my G. Some for real wisdom. That ain't stress, that's wisdom.
And he definitely stay around bad pussy.
And he definitely stay around some bad pussy.
Wait a minute. How y'all know that?
Hey, we know. The stars told us.
I hate y'all.
That nigga said the stars, the moon also.
Right, nigga.
She said walk away from it. She said it'll be some
Hey,
bad.
he did though. He did.
He did walk away from it.
The one that pick your face up.
Pick your face up, say woo.
Yeah, he walked away.
You walked away from that bad pussy.
I hate all y'all.
You walked away from it.
I hate this. I don't even
Hey,
know
that
why
was a good thing though. That was different.
I don't know why I
See
come
what I
here.
don't want. Let me walk away from it.
Let me walk away from it. You know, shit.
That was her. That was her saying that.
I hate all y'all.
That ain't the other one. You done walked away from some more too. That you know we whether not say, but you done walked away from some more too. So now.
Take the heat off, man. Let's switch the question.
Please, Jesus. Jesus
and we
Christ.
almost coming to the end, so let's
Yeah, I always just.
Oh, woo!
Hey man, I ain't got it.
The next question.
What was the question?
Have y'all ever had to go purchase something? You was embarrassed to put on the counter and say you was about to purchase it.
Nah. I don't buy anything from tampons and anything. I wasn't embarrassed about that shit.
You wasn't like walk around the store like this.
I mean, I put the shit in the car and I go on about my business.
I mean, when I was a teenager, you go, well, yeah, give me them condoms over there.
You was ashamed? You was nervous?
Oh, I didn't want everybody to know I was buying.
I want everybody to know I'm fucking, so yeah, nigga, let me get them right there.
Here this nigga go.
Shit.
Here this nigga go. So when you first bought condoms in the store, you was like, hey!
My first, I didn't buy my first.
Give me them gold pack.
My first condoms, my mom bought my first pack of condoms for me.
Oh, okay. So you ain't never had to go buy no tampons?
I done bought tampons and all that.
He said he did.
I said I did. What am I
Plan
doing?
B.
I ain't embarrassed about this shit. Yeah, I done bought Plan B before. Shit. If this is
Then you go out that
I done bought that
motherfucker Plan B.
too.
Throw a gift card on top of that motherfucker. Like, see what you doing?
Nah, for what? I'm buying this shit. I'm spending my money on it. Fuck, I'm embarrassed about it for.
I don't know.
Legit.
Like, flat out.
Huh?
Was you embarrassed about buying anything?
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to buy some lube. But I had to go get
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Is that a good or a bad day?
Hey, remember that movie
Like,
called me when he go buy them condoms? He like, hey, he got the lube in there. You got to lick it before you stick it. You got to make it something wet before you kick it.
Hell nah, bro.
Oh, shit.
I hate hate y'all, man.
But you would have bought some lube, so you was embarrassed about that?
Okay, so I made my mind up to go get it. I'm a grown man, right? I go in there, I can get it. But this is right when the shift of people who work at Walgreens started. So you wasn't getting like young people in there all the time. You was getting the senior citizens in there.
Yeah.
So when I was going in there, I was trying to get in there and get out. But when I picked it up or tried to get in there and get it, it was behind the little glass casing.
So you got to call.
So I was trying to wiggle it out.
You got to call motherfucker to come get it. Hit the little red button. Assistance, please.
Hey, how can I help you, sir?
Hey.
I need.
Bless her heart.
She said, "You need the what?" I need to get that pack up. You said you need what? I need the lube. Oh, you need some lube?
Hey, Linnell said the weekend if you need some lube, that means she don't like your ass.
Damn, I mean, she dry.
She said ain't no such thing as dry. She said it. She said ain't no such thing. She don't like your ass. Ain't no such thing as dry vaginal.
It's your life. Well, if you gotta lick that shit.
They don't like you.
You gonna have to lick it. Whatever you gotta do, that shit gotta be wet.
Y'all done?
You
want me to tell the story?
I just thought I
want me to tell the story now?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
How about your lube, my nigga?
So this very wonderful young lady named Doris, who had to be about 68, came over there walking. Said, "What do you need, son?" First she called me son. And she was like, "What do you need, son?" And I'm looking and I'm super nervous and I'm like, "I need that one." It's like, "This one? No. This one? No." I'm touching it. And she's playing with me, right? And she's like, "This one here." So I go up there. I already got an attitude. I done got it. So I'm ready to just get in and get out. There's another older lady who's sitting there in the seat. And one of them seats that's got like, it's just a cushion and 4 rollers. And she rolling back and forth. I get up there, and I hand it to her. She like, "This it." Oh, thank God. He got 4. She like, "This it." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. That's all I need."
That's it? That's it? No, nothing else?
You need just a lube? Okay.
Man, that shit crazy.
So when she said this it, I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. That's all I need. Just ring me on out. I'm out of here." What the
Hey, listen.
Bro, I sure be hating when I had to go buy tampons, all type of shit.
Why?
It's just, I didn't want to buy that shit. That one, like, you buy that shit.
It ain't for you.
Condom was cool. I was okay with condom. But I did not want to go in that motherfucker's store and buy no damn tampon.
Bruh, that's all I can stomach.
For real.
That's all I can stomach.
Hey, man, on that note, we got any closing statements, man?
Nah, man. It's a salute to fatherhood. Hey,
All right.
salute to the people who doing it.
What about you?
Just go buy lube early. That way you catch the young people.
Hey, it's Amazon now.
Or that.
Hey,
But if it's spur of the moment.
check this out. If you keep that pussy good and wet, you don't need no more.
Oh my God.
Hey, you got a point there too.
That's why you got the flavor saver down there, baby. She got a moist that
Man,
bitch
what the
up.
fuck, man?
But look, on that note,
Oh,
man,
plug that red cord up. All right,
on that note, we up out of here. We'll catch y'all next week. This is Misunderstood Conversations. DJ Sincere, hottest host T Real.
Baby.
Next week.
Of course, me and Ty We Trust. We love
Yeah.
y'all. Make sure y'all purchase the merch.
Don't get the purchase.
Make sure y'all check us out on Instagram. Not Instagram. Well, on Instagram. Make sure at Misunderstood_Conversations. Check the feed out on YouTube at Misunderstood Conversations. Hey.
Be out next week.
Next week, holla at you for Black Business.